So when you come to the last obstacle, everything changes. Instead of switching off, now you're going to team back up with your buddy. Usually someone will come in here, drop their bike, and they will wait for their buddy. You spent the rest of the time working independently, now you're going to be working together. You can't go off and do the wall climb in the mud pit until your buddy is here. So Alicia came in, and Alicia's waiting for Jamie, and Jamie's going to be running in here, greeting his partner. They've just done 6 miles, they're very excited, and now they're going to head off to the wall. Jamie and Alicia now are going to do the wall. There's a couple of different options. They could do the low wall or they can do the high wall. And Jamie and Alicia have elected to do the high wall. And after the high wall, they're going to go through the mud pit. Today they're not going to go through the mud pit, but normally you do the high wall, then go through the mud pit, then go to the beer garden, because you are now officially a Columbia Muddy Buddy.
So we wanted to make it challenging for the competitive division and for those that were trying real hard for time in the age group. So we have this big wall. For those that come, for most of our Muddy Buddies who come out here for fun, if it's a little too intimidating, we got the low wall over here, you can go over this. And for those of you who are worried about arm strength, we don't care if you crawl underneath. If you're competing for time, go over the big wall.
And we have the best mud pit on the planet. They would go through the mud pit normally, which you'll see on race day. Thousands of people go through mud pit. Mud pit rules. Cargo net in front of the mud pit. And the reason that's there is we want people on their bellies before they get in the mud pit, correct?
Correct. Mud pit's only about 1.5 feet deep. So I know you're excited, you finished the race, you want to celebrate. We don't want anyone hurting, breaking their neck, so no diving in the mud pit. We put the net there to ensure that you crawl under it.
So our team has just run 6.2 miles or so, conquered 5 different obstacles, couple of sort of surprise obstacles, a mud pit, and now they get to come across the finish line at the Columbia Muddy Buddy. It's one of those days where everybody just has so much fun, and they culminate it with coming across the line and then going to the Red Hook Beer Garden, a day they'll never forget at the Columbia Muddy Buddy.